Okay, in this video what I'm going to be doing is showing you how to install the Virtio drivers into a Windows 10 which has already been installed, for if you want to use it on the Qemu virtual machine program. So the first thing you have to do is you need to have like a little dummy file which can be used for the and it has to be attached to the virtual machine. So first thing we'll do is just to create that. I mean, if you're on Windows, I think there is a command you can use to do it, but I'm just not sure what, or you can use Cwin as well. Right, it doesn't matter what size the file is, so anything will do. So now what you do is when you start the virtual machine, you just have to make sure to attach, because well, first thing I'll do is, what I'll show you is, see, this is the current command that I use to run it. So now if I add the Virtio driver on just straight away, I mean, this will work if you're using something like CentOS, because the Virtio driver is already module is already sort of installed. But if you try and do it in Windows, then what actually happens is everything looks okay at the beginning. So you think it was loading, but what it's really doing is it's trying to look for the boot disk. Yeah, and there you go. So the PC, it just runs into a problem basically. So you can't just add it straight away. What you have to do, this is the reason why you need the dummy file. So you have to add that first to the virtual machine. Alright, so that's better. Right, so the next thing you have to do is to go into whatever web browser you're using, and then basically do a search for give it a shorter name there. DuckDuckGo takes so long to type. So you do a search for Virtio Win. Well, just take Virtio Windows drivers, and you always choose the first one, which is the KVM one. And what will happen is you have a link here where you can get the Virtio drivers for Windows for Fedora. If you click on that, you wait for this redirect, since they couldn't bother to update it. And then what you do is you scroll down until you find where it says direct downloads, and you click on the stable Virtio Win ISO. and then basically you just download it. So if you just click on save, but I've already got it downloaded, so I'm just going to cancel that. So now, once you've got your ISO file downloaded, you just double click on it. Okay, so once you have the ISO open, best thing to do is where it says, if you go into Virtio store, and then because this is Windows 10, so we're after W10, and we just want the AMD, well, it should be AMD 64, but all you have to do to check is if you go to, I think it can't remember what they call it now because they keep changing. The easiest thing is just go to control panel and then click on system. And there you see it says 64-bit x86-64. So if it's a 64-bit, then just drag the AMD 64 onto the desktop just to make it easy to find. So now what we do is if you click back on the start, go to system and then device manager. Well, I thought it would be there, but okay, just go control panel, then device manager. And here you have the CSI controller. So what you have to do is double click that, and then do update driver, then browse computer, and so if you browse, go onto desktop, then AMD 64, and then that should do it. If you do next, then it finds the Red Hat Virtio CSI controller, and of course you always publish them since they're $1 billion company, so why would they want to mess with your machine? And so if you close that, so now we have that nice Virtio controller. What that then means is if we then if we now shut down, so you don't need these anymore, so you just spin them. Sure what that means. Yeah, so if you shut down, and so now you don't need the drive file anymore. So if you add the Virtio to the driver, to the basically the feature to the drive, and then now try again, and so now Windows is installed and hopefully should be a lot faster than before, and you can get rid of the ISO. And so now if you check device manager, then so now the disk drive is a Red Hat Virtio CSI disk device. So now you should be getting the best performance, because what that basically does is it gets rid of all the serial ATA commands, and it just sends the block data straight to the virtual machine host without having all the extra commands that are part of the sort of serial ATA spec. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Okay, bye.